kind of a last minute Halloween costume look. It's quite literally last minute because it's Friday, October 30th, 2020, the day before Halloween. And so I just thought I would just kind of get on here and throw together a last minute Halloween look. So I already have on my foundation and powder and brows, and I have on a little eyeliner because I had on lashes just a second ago. I was recording a video for my uncle's birthday, so I just kind of like threw out a look, just kind of like a little foundation and stuff. And so I'm just going to put the kind of a Halloween look on top of that. I think I might cover up the eyeliner. I'm not sure. I'm kind of making this up as I go. It's so weird because right now I would actually be starting with foundation and all of that stuff. So now I'm kind of like feeling like I'm starting in the middle and like what to do now, you know? We're gonna do a smoky eye first. Need a gel eyeliner. So I'm going to just kind of really close to my lashes, right above my eye line. I'm gonna go ahead and smudge this all over my lid with an eyeshadow brush. Just like that. And I'm just gonna go to the end of my lid. I'm not gonna, sweep it out or anything like that. I'm gonna do that on this side too. Now I'm gonna take that same brush and wipe it off on a piece of paper towel. No need to do any like brush cleaner or anything like that. We kind of want a little bit of the residue on the brush. It'll just help to kind of smoke everything and smudge everything out. I'm gonna go in with a darker brown, like this one. I'm gonna apply that and I'm gonna just go smudge that. Doesn't even have to be neat. Right on, kind of like right into that line, to that crease. I'm gonna focus on doing this back and forth really fast. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more color, y'all. Or am I? Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a little bit more color. And then I'm gonna go over where I just applied color. And then with what's left of my brush, I'm now going to start to fade it up. And now, instead of going back and forth, I'm doing like a little bit of a semicircle round thing there. You see that? Before I was going like this, back and forth, but now we're gonna round it out and kind of just let it sink into the socket of my eye. There's that little area that's below my brow bone. So like here's my brow bone. All of this is now but like here below that is kind of where between where my eyeball and my socket, brow socket meet. In that socket, I'm just gonna kind of round this out. I'm gonna do this with my eye open. If you guys have hooded eyes, this really helps to do with your eye open. And you see how like when I bring it up higher, it makes my eye appear a little larger. See how this eye compared to that eye? The higher you go, the larger it makes your eye appear. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I picked up a little color going back and forth. Then I'm gonna go ahead as I'm raising the color up along my brow bone and do a little semicircle. And what this is doing is it's kind of smoking that all out. I got into my socket now here. I went a little higher on this side because I know I'm gonna raise this. So I'm going back and forth, kind of like a semicircle rainbow shape here. Just like that. We started with a black eyeshadow. We went to a darker brown. Now I'm gonna go to an even lighter brown, something that's like kind of closer to my skin tone, but a little darker, right where that color ends. Do you see how it's such a harsh line? We're just gonna kind of blend that out with the color that matches your skin. And we're just gonna go right on the line. Not above it, we're not bringing the color up, we're just going right on the line. And this is what's gonna kind of smudge it out so that it's not as deep and dark. And okay, just like that. Okay, so I kept the color, I kept like a little bit of like, almost like, I don't know, a quarter of an, I don't know, inches like that, but I get so envious of those people who can do inches that like sew and they're like, leave a quarter of the inch out. And I'm like, how do I know it's a quarter of an inch? Like I have to measure. I'm the type, I'm like, give me a ruler. I can measure out a quarter of an inch, but I cannot eyeball a quarter of an inch. So now on the other side, this side is gonna be a little different. We're gonna do kind of like a red thing on it, heart. Oh, that's not word, okay. So instead of going in with that brown like we did on this side, we're gonna go in with this red. And we're gonna go ahead and blend out this side of the eye. And we're making it pretty red around here. And I'm just kind of, whatever's left on my brush, I'm kind of just pulling underneath. It's not gonna really show up. I'm just moving the color around, really going. So right now, I'm gonna start to make a heart. And then to do that, I'm gonna draw a V through my lashes. I'm sorry, my brow. I just want that V part of the heart, you know, to be very pronounced. Okay, so if you are not a drawer or an illustrator naturally, that's okay. We're gonna do 2 V's, one at the top and one at the bottom. Now we're gonna do 2 C's, one C that goes the right way, like a regular C, and then one that's an opposite C, okay? We're gonna do a C over here and connect the 2 V's, okay? Right now we're gonna do, you know when you draw a capital D, instead of doing the straight line, we're just gonna do the outside of the D and connect the 2 V's together. Okay, and that way you have a heart. Is it the prettiest of hearts? No, but who cares? It's Halloween, it's fun. Now what I'm gonna do is just right around, I know the hardest part for me is gonna be my brow to fill that in. So I'm gonna use actually the pencil that I used to draw to kind of fill that in a little bit. And I'm still using this deep, it's a kind of a plum lip liner. It's not even red. Sorry, I just got a text message. Are y'all getting those voting text messages from all the people a lot? Like I get them a lot. I get them more than I would, like I get text messages from people I actually know. I'm getting a lot of text messages. Plus I also used to be registered in California. So I'm also getting those text messages and I'm like, I don't know how it is when you're like not registered in a state anymore to like tell them you're not registered in that state anymore. Cause I'm registered in Georgia again to vote, but California still sends me stuff. California still calls me and I just have to be like, hey, I'm not voting in that state. I don't live there anymore. And I'm like, okay, bye. I'm like, okay, bye. It's just kind of overwhelming, like the amount of text messages that I'm getting. And we're on October 30th, but like every day, it's just very, very overwhelming. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that's somebody I know texting me, and it's not, you know? So I'm just filling in the hearts so that it makes it a little easier for me to blend. Like, it's hard to blend when it's just a straight line. I think that if I just make this line a little bit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually switch to a concealer brush that looks like that. And the reason is because these synthetic hairs will actually help to blend out that heart. So I filled it in, and now I'm gonna kind of blend it out with that lipstick, that liner with this concealer brush, and it will just really blend it out really fast, so I don't have those harsh lines, you know? At least I'm hoping not to have harsh lines. I'm gonna go back to that pencil liner. So my uncle is turning 70, and we're supposed to send him this thing called a video hug. Have y'all heard of it? Have you guys heard of it? Let me know. It's really kind of cool. It's this app where you just send, you know, like you kind of send it out to to loved ones and stuff like that, like the request out to loved ones, and then you can just record a video, like a minute-long video, sending them like well wishes and just your love and your celebration on this app. And I'm not sure if it like compiles them all together in like one like movie or anything like that. I don't know what it looks like on the other end, but I just thought that the app was just so sweet and so cute, and kind of just also a very needed element in today's world right now, you know? I just thought that was so cute. And then like after you upload your video, so you can like record video in the app or upload your own. And so like after you do that, then you can put in your email to say if you want to see like the final, like what they call video hug. And like, then I guess it's gonna send it to you, you know, after it's presented. So it's gonna be after his birthday. So it's my uncle, but it's one of those uncles, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all might have an uncle like this. It's my parents. They were my parents' like best friends when we were tiny, and then me and my brother grew up with like his youngest son. So like we all grew up together in Boston, and so they're like lifelong friends. And so it's like when you go over their house, it's not like, it's like Uncle David and like Auntie Darcel, you know what I mean? And like my friend Halim, he's like, you know, like Auntie Gloria, like Uncle Chauncey, like that's my parents to him. So it's that kind of like relationship, aunt and uncle relationship. And and their oldest, like not their oldest, middle daughter, Kai, was the one who was putting it all together. And she sent out this email. Oh, so right now I'm going back to that red eyeshadow. And I'm now gonna put this on top of that lip liner. So I kind of blended out the lip liner a little bit so that I can now make it into kind of an eyeshadow base. And I'm just gonna take an eyeshadow brush and press this eyeshadow onto the lip liner. put some eyeliner underneath in my waterline. And I think I'm gonna make that a little thicker. So not only am I gonna go in my waterline, I'm also gonna go underneath it. To make that line a little thicker. So I made the video and uploaded it. I'm forgetting how to speak right now. Okay. And upload it to this thing, and we'll see what it looks like afterwards. But I don't know if y'all have like loved ones. I just wanted to share that I thought that was such a cute idea, and ask if you guys have ever tried anything like that before. I'm gonna mix these two colors together. I'm gonna go back to that eyeshadow brush that I used originally, and with my eye open, looking straight ahead from the outer, see, there's another text message again from somebody, I don't know. Going straight ahead, I'm gonna go in kind of doing a half circle, a half semicircle now. Y'all, I'm not even kind of making this up as I go along. I'm very much making this up as I go along. Okay, now I'm gonna use this brush, this little flathead brush. I'm gonna go back in with this color. Blender that I use, and I'm gonna pick up my highlighting powder. I'm gonna just, ooh, that's a lot of cheek highlight, and I did not mean to pick up that much. So I'm gonna wipe some off on a piece of paper towel or napkin, I mean. And I'm gonna just kind of blend it out, but I'm gonna be pretty exaggerated with this, and I'm gonna bring this up to all the way up to my hair. Would have laid, I don't know if the red would have laid well on this shimmer, but I'm gonna pull this all the way up. I'm gonna put a lot here. At first I was like, oh no, now I'm like, and now we're gonna put some more. We're gonna put a lot here as well. And I'm going to apply kind of the pinkest blush I have that's gonna show up on my skin tone. I think right now it's gonna be this one, and in circles. I'm gonna just apply this going up. Actually, I brought it down here a little bit, but I'm really gonna focus it up here on the on the temple. I'm gonna do the same out here. Let's just do some bottom mascara. I'm not doing it like I'm not doing my bottom mascara very neat because it's a smoky eye. So if something gets on my lid or anything like that, it actually adds to the look instead of takes away from it. So it's okay. I'm gonna outline my lips. But before I get to the end, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna go all the way to the end. I'm gonna make that Cupid's bow a little bit pronounced. And then here, I'm gonna stop. And then I'm gonna kind of color in and not go to the corners. Yeah. And color in my whole lip. Some of that like Queen of Hearts, like little tiny lip look. I'm gonna just use a little bit of foundation, whatever's left on my concealer brush when I did my foundation earlier, and kind of apply that to the outer corners of the lip. So now quickly for the fun part. So I have a stack of cards here, and I'm gonna grab my my eye glue. What am I saying? My eyelash glue. I'm gonna put a tiny little dot on the back of the card. See if I take like an eyeshadow brush and just kind of flatten that out and let that sit for a second. Let that lay flat for a second to dry and get tacky. I'm just gonna start placing them. And that's the look, you guys. Be fun and festive for Halloween.